Go. Let's do this. All right. So once again, hello. Uh, Welcome to Friday Tarot afternoon. I'm glad you could make it. Stay for 5 minutes or stay for however long. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but this is what we're doing today. All right. I got overlays. I got all that, but I like the backdrop just the way it is. Little logo in the corner there. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. This will end up going on YouTube. So I'm gonna post this today. We're gonna go through the whole astrology, okay? But for now, it's just a warm up, okay? Just a warm up. Just a warm up, okay? Let me send my boys and my folks over at SSS. Don't forget, I'm here to build. I'm here. I'm really here for friends, man. For homies. I'm not here to get nothing from you. I give you got a donation, give it to someone you love in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here for clout. You know what I mean? There's nothing that I want from you. You know, I'm doing this because I would do this. If I was in the fucking woods by myself, I would do this probably. I instead of talking to you, I'd be talking to myself. So, thank you for doing that. And maybe you give me a chance to talk to myself and not be labeled as a complete psycho. Okay, you know. So hold on, let me see. All right, hold on. Okay, here we go. I put on the Discord. I says tarot reading and just chatting. Readings with I like that. Okay, doing readings. All right, look at my busted up ass phone. All right, hold on. Anyway, all right. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna watch the chat. Like I said, I'm gonna figure there's somebody out there. That's a good thing about this metaphysical shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a wide berth that you get to hit. Nobody's gonna sit here and say, "Hey, you did that wrong." You know what I mean? Like you told me the wrong thing. Yeah, I know there's guidelines to it. Like there's guardrails. Anybody that's had more than a few readings can say, this doesn't feel right. So that I am fully confident. That there's safeguards in the system. You're free to take this and say, yo, this kid's full of shit. You know what I mean? And that's I'm fine with that. Um, I feel like we can find common ground within that within that. Uh, but that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about me all day. But I am gonna go first with my first three card pull. Okay, so I've got them here. I think they're reasonably shuffled. Okay, and if you're in the chat and you know what you're doing and you know what you're seeing, by all means, uh, you know, offer offer your best. And if you don't, leave it or take it. Right? That's the point. Okay, we'll put one card here. Okay, one card here. Okay, one card here. Okay, now you got to have a question in mind. Okay, that's the only way it's going to be fun. Okay, the question doesn't really matter so much. In fact, that's probably the least important part of it, I think. So where we have three cards. Sorry. All right, here we have three cards. Now, The Jazz Panda wants you to think of the question, okay? I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna get my fucking book. It came with the cards. If that makes you lose respect for me, because I gotta look the shit up. When I like to say something, I like to speak intelligently, okay? You're gonna trust me a lot more if I'm a straight shooter. I've already told you that this is new for me. This is not the first time I've looked at these cards. Feel assured. I wouldn't do this if I didn't feel, you know, at the very least, no one was gonna break a bone. But I can't say enough. Right now, you have to take this basically at novelty. This is like, bubble gum tarot. Is what we're gonna call this. Okay. So let me get 2 seconds. Let me get over and get my book, and you can tell me all the funny jokes here when I get back. All right, 2 seconds here. All right. Book. I've just fucking seen it. Where is my book? There it is. Okay. All right, here we go. Sorry. All right. So, um, do I have to, now I want a seltzer before I actually get settled in. Hold on. Damn. Luckily, the wife is bringing me a 12 pack of beer tonight. So this is sober daytime tarot, and then maybe late night we'll do dark tarot. So I'm gonna end up having two decks and some dice. So I'm learning a different kind. I like doing everything different. So one thing you're not gonna find is anybody that does it. I'm not gonna get out here and copy anybody. That being said, if you don't like what I'm doing, hey, it's a lot of tarot out there, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one that can put a sandwich together, huh? You like sandwiches? So bear with me, okay? All right. Nothing under my sleeve, in my lucky gloves, right? Okay. Magic fingers. Hope my nails don't look too bad. All right. Center, center, center. I hope all this time that I've been bullshitting, you've been had a question in your mind. Because, technically this one's for me anyway, but you can usurp it if it's to mean something to you. All right. Okay. So, according to this book, I'm reading it right out of here. Took the time to do it for the third time. I wanted to be sure. This is the 3 card spread. Um, when I first started learning, I wanted to learn the Celtic Cross. Okay, then I learned it and I learned it until I finally realized, wow, it doesn't really, that there's many different spreads. It's not so, you know, but when I saw the 3 card spread, I said, I don't want to learn that because you know what I mean? Like money, lucky, or like, I'm a little like, simplified, but simple is easy, and simple can also get you results. That's the thing. So anybody, that knows, I welcome you in the chat. Drop it in there. Let me know what you think. Okay. I'm going to have to fix that Streamlabs thing. First card. Here we go. What is known as the past. Oh, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. All right. So I know the wands has to do with. Let me see. I don't even want to start because here it is. Hold on. Where are you at, buddy? They put this book. They put this. They book funny. I expected them to be the way they listed them. All right, the Page of Wands. I realize I might need extra light here. I'm gonna move this around. Hopefully, I don't disturb it too much. Let me see. Sorry about that. Reach in front of the thing. Hope that doesn't throw off the vibe. But I'm old and I have to see something here. Does that work? That's a little more light than I wanted, but maybe it'll help. We'll see. If anybody's got any complaints, you let me know. All right. I really didn't want the gloss on it. That was what I was more worried about. But I think with that I can do okay. Also, if it's out of focus, that'll be a future. You want to see the future. That's what it'll be in the future card. Fucking focus. Page of Wands. Once again, this is more towards me. Active, playful, imaginative, inspired, creative, youthful, folly. Those are the key words in the past. So I was that in regards to what I was thinking of, or what? You know what I mean? Like, it says past, present, future. Upright position, right? And once again, I'm welcome to, when if I say something stupid, you got to let me know. The Page of Wands is an active and boisterous youth with a fertile imagination. This card represents the purge to explore and play, to follow your dreams, and to look for new experiences and adventures. The page seeks to avoid the responsibility that comes with maturity. When the card appears, it may represent a person, young or old, whose behavior is eternally youthful. It may also represent your own need to break from stifling habits and responsibilities that develop these creative qualities within yourself. All right. Like I said, it's our job to find meaning in it, right? So let me see. That's what the card is. Let me see what the position of the card means. Hold on. Hold on. Relax. Like I said, this is not going to be a quick process. I hope you have time. Let me look. One might surmise, no. In this example, it doesn't necessarily tell me. It's because this says it's that that you want to shed light on a situation, sure, and bring guidance. Okay, all right. So there you go. Page of Wands. When it's me, of course it fits. I'd be wearing that right now. Look at his drip, like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The symbol of it, right? Okay. Um, let's do this too. Let's see what Ryder Smith has to say about it. Let's see. Hold on. I think I could search it, right? Yeah, I could search a document. Let's see. Oh no, what the fuck? Hold on. Because I really wanna, like I said, nope, we're not trying to print. Nope. I would like to print this, but get my wife fired from job if I'm trying to like fucking print a fucking 200-page book from the ninth from the it would have been the 20th century, right? Yeah, 1902. All right. Let me see why this search function is not working. Let me see. Sir. Okay, here you go. Look, I think I can search it. Yes, I can. Page of Wands. Wands. Okay. Okay. Young man stands in the act of proclamation, in the act of proclamation. Okay. He is unknown but faithful. His tidings are strange. Hmm? He's a dark young man, faithful, a lover, an envoy, a postman. Besides being a man, he will bear favorable testimony concerning him. What is that? Beside a man, he will bear favorable testimony concerning him. Oh, okay. So when he's always going to find the good in others. So look, so dark young man, dark probably morose, I would imagine, not dark of skin, faithful, a lover, an envoy, postman. When he stands next to you, he'll he'll only say good things. He's dangerous to make a rival. That that's true. Don't do it. No. If followed by the Page of Cups, has the chief qualities of his suit. He may signify family intelligence. It's not reversed, so we don't have to worry about that. But I do have respect for the reverse cards. So that, like I said, is the 1902. I'll have to get the year right eventually, but that is the exact writings or the exact book written by Rider Waite Smith of the Smiths that waited with writers. Pictorial key to the tarot. Google that, okay? Google that. All right. Uh, so let me see if this is this a uh three card what was it? What do they call it? Oh, the spread. That's right. That's right. That's right. Let's see if I get anything for that. Just for shits and giggles. No, I'm not gonna get any. Gonna They probably call them formations or shit like that. But anyway, we won't worry about that. There's plenty to learn, like I said. There's nothing we have to like get 100%. The Fool. Oh man, this was for me, wasn't it? Okay. I let's hope they hopefully called them that back in fucking 19 or whatever. Uh, let's see. No, they don't call it that here. What do they call it? What do they call him? Shit. Here, I'd have to search maybe by zero. No. No, no, no. That's not gonna work, is it? Let's see. How do you do that? Oh, God, dog it. All right, I'm not gonna complicate things. I guess I'll look that up. But anyway, past, present, future. All right, now the Fool. What did they call the Fool? Oh golly. Here we go. Searching Google time. Hold on. Damn it. I almost knew it. Oh shit. Somebody put in the chat. uh Tarot original card name uh was the madman, the beggar. No, Fool. Why does it not say the Fool? Okay, here we go. uh we got the Fool. All right, hold on, because I had to search it. So where is it? Okay, the Fool. uh the fuck is that? The fuck is that? Jeez. Oh, what was that? Was that a notification? I think that was an alert. Scared the shit out of me. I think that was an alert. Anyway. Thank you. I think that was a follow. I don't know for sure. If that was a person, good looking out. Shout out to you. Sorry. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, I thought it was a in feed. Okay. Sorry. So once again, here it takes me a little time. I found Faded here. The original writings by your boy Wade Smith. Hold on, writer. I think I got to think of a writer. All right, I'm back over here. Hold on, I'm coming back into the chat. So give me a sec. Uh, I really don't know what that notification was. Oh, it was a follow. Okay. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Jeez, that woke me up. Okay. The fool represents primordial chaos. The tarot is now primordial chaos, notwithstanding India. Okay, he goes into more. We're not really trying to get uh this says here, this might mean something to you. The last judgment is the red stage of the stone. The fool is its fermentation. So that he was into some crazy stuff. That's in the preface. Let's see. Cipher card is number nothing. The fool, the mate, or the unwise man, says our boy Ryder Smith. Uh, Court de Gablin places at the head of the whole series, zero or negative. Okay, so anyway, that's some earlier stuff. This is the part I really like. Now, Feisty, if you're there with me, or I don't know if you're into this stuff, but so whenever anybody talks about the fool, they always reference that bag and that satchel. And the interpretations that I've found always say that he's carrying his worldly possessions in there. Now, in the original writings, I see here it says, because I did read some of this ahead of time. This is not the first time I've looked at this. By all means, I haven't done a comprehensive. The fool carries a wallet. Okay. Now, I realized that a wallet in 1902 could have very well meant like a satchel or a parcel or a purse, maybe. Because I already know this is said, it's technically kind of supposed to be genderless, mostly. Even in this early writing, which I commend because that means a unique, or at least a avant-garde or comprehend, maybe a cosmopolitan view for the time, I would suggest, as far as gender is concerned. But that's aside. That's a whole other video. Anyway, right here it says the fool carries a wallet. He is looking over his shoulder and does not know that he is on the brink of a precipice. Okay. But a dog or another animal, some call it a tiger, which a tiger. It's a small tiger, but I guess I could see it, which I like better. Okay. Than the dog, which I read, like I said, after some where I've like watched other people talk about this card, they always talk that he's happy, or I've heard that he's warning, like trying to warn the fool, right? And the fool doesn't listen as he's like kind of like leapt into this like precipice kind of jump, pre-jump, warm up. Um, but I don't know if that necessarily means that, like some calls it a tiger. He didn't really say he calls it a tiger. It just says a dog or another animal. So that could be a fucking baby sphinx for all you know. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't have their wings yet. But anyway, so the fool with his wallet, right? Maybe he's got a tiger, that's for you to decide, okay? Kitty, once again, I was going to say this is just a warm up. So, this is not a long process, and by no means I'm only the vessel, so I'm not here to interpret. You interpret what you see, and by all means, if I say something, I'm here to learn. That being said, this pull wasn't necessarily geared. I was like, okay, this is like for me. So, I'm doing it as a way to kind of like, all right, these two cards first fit. Page of Wands, the Fool. Here it goes on to say in the pictorial key of the tarot, written by writer Wade Smith. Once again, okay, the tiger could be attacking him from behind, could be attacking him from behind, and he is hurried to his destruction unawares. And he is hurried. So, in other words, as what from what I read from that, the tiger chasing him, he's like fleeing from the tiger without realizing that maybe it's not such a big tiger and he's gonna fall. Like in that picture, wouldn't the cliff be more of a problem than the tiger? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, look at the tiger. You could make quick work of the tiger. I'm just saying. So that's why I'm like, I gotta go back to the original text. I gotta go back. I realized it came with a book, and it's fun to just read the book, and you're sitting around with your buddies or whatever. I can't talk to someone about this. You got to go back to the source. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, so he goes on to say, I think we got a good sense of what the fool's doing. We'll revisit the fool. I think that gives us, I think we've had enough. The fool is what he is, right? So let's go on to could be a decision made under pressure. Right. Right. With the tiger, which is so important to think because the idea of not understanding your situation and with folly with which is more than you're not paying attention. Folly to me suggests you actually are paying attention, but you don't really care. You don't really care. Somebody coming to you and say, stop doing this thing right now. Stop. Or bad things are going to happen to you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Okay. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm taking it too far, but you get the idea. So the fool, I think, has a lot more meaning, than what people wanna. I know it's a cute card. I know it's a funny card. It's one of the famous cards, right? Major Arcana. So here in the present, for me, I'll discuss any relevance to my personal life, as we're going. Right now, we're just having fun. If you're out there in the know, if you know the know, then you know the know. Okay. Queen of Wands. Bringing up the Queen of Wands. Let's go ahead and search now. We're gonna get through this, Miss Kitty. If you want, this is the kind of thing that we run a cool channel here. So you can participate as much as little. You can text someone and ask them a question. You can any form. You can post a question. You can just tell me you're thinking of something, and or you don't have to at all. You can think about Tesla or stock market. But I'm gonna try to free it up from any association with who I am. So I'm gonna shake it out. So at the very least, Miss Feisty, I'm gonna let the cards do talk to us as they will. If you have any problem with my volume, with my talk, if there's a problem with the cards, if you'd like to stop, if you want me to take the cards away, please. This is, we go. This is about the cards coming to us, right? So nothing. I do want to get a new. We got to get these cards out of here. These cards. I want to be done. I want to be done. I want to be done with those cards. I can hear loud and clear from the old and the new. Uh, yeah. Well, thank you, Kitty. Thank you. Like I said, these are the. Sometimes I have things inside me that it's not up to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes they get there before you realize, and you gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. You cannot hold things inside. You cannot let things hold you back. You cannot be the advocate, the gatekeeper for the barbarians at your gate. Okay. Uh, I I believe that solutions to problems don't always lie within the individual. Now, I know that's weird to say, I know in this country, you know what I mean? I get it. Uh, I'm not supposed to do that, but I feel better. Plus I got my gloves on, okay? Yes. Yeah, damn. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, I like that analogy. That's actually a pretty good analogy. Because even which is what when you say that, I think one thing, real simple. When you have a dam and a lake relationship, no matter how big, Hoover all the way down, the water is always stronger than the dam. Sure, physics, I get it. But I think out of the relationship, it's not the dam that's the strong one. Um, yeah. So that makes sense to me. Like the weak hold you back. The weak. So if I'm holding back, say what we say is whatever's channeling through. If I'm holding it back, I'm the weak one. I'm not the strong one in the situation. I would argue. Maybe like I said, these are all I need to write some of this stuff down, because these are all things that I'm gonna have to have an answer for. Uh so I think that's a pretty good shuffle. I'm gonna give one more just because hopefully we'll give how many letters in your name there? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. That's 22. So what's half of 22? 11. 11's a nice number. And I'm very, very bad when it comes to math. What is that, like a prime number or something like that? We'll say prime. All right. Prime number. Here we go. Think of the first prime number that comes into your mind. What is it? What's a prime number? I think it's like 4. I always thought you could divide it by 2, but that might not be the case. Oh, I never gave the last thing about the Queen of Wands. All right, so let's see real quick. The once again the original text, original writings here. The Queen of Wands. The wands throughout this suit are always in leaf, as it is a suit of life and animation, emotionally and otherwise. The Queen's personality corresponds to that of the King, but is more magnetic. Okay. So when you're the divinatory meanings are it's a dark woman, a country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. If the card beside her signifies a man, which we would say yes in this case, me, she is well disposed towards him. If a woman, she is interested in the current. Okay. So she is well disposed towards him. So that means if the card beside her signifies a man, we were doing the 3 card pool. The middle card was me. I guess, you know what I mean? It says love of the money, love of money or certain success in business. I mean, if you're going to show up, you got to fucking do it, bro. Um, yeah, prime is individual by anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, that's fun too. See, we're here to learn. We're here to learn. Uh, so there we go. That's the Queen of Wands. Amazing card. I love it. I love it. Okay, here's your. Oh, look at that. We're not gonna pull that card though. It's gonna stay on the bottom now that we've seen it. Hope you can see it. Okay, I'll go back to the 3 card pull. Here we go. This one is for a new question. Only you know that answer, Kitty. I don't know what the question is. We'll find out together. Okay. we'll let the cards decide. Okay, let's do this like this. Put one here. Okay, right off the top. Second card face down. Okay, all right. Right off the top. Third card face down. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. This one, if you notice, I took the cards like this. One, I did like this. One down. Then I did like this. One down. This one, I took this one. So there is a chance one of them or all of them might be reversed. Um, so I had to take a sip of water. I know none of this is supposed to be contrary or dark and people try to stay away from the reverse, but I believe you can't have one without the other. So I believe in the reversal, the type of that. I feel like as the vessel, that's what feels right to me. I'm learning about it. Um, take it with what you will. First draw, first card, quick three draw card, three draw pull, three draw pass. It says, ooh, the Empress, the Empress reversed. That's funny how I just mentioned that, and then the first card. Let's see what your boy Ryder says about it. Let's see. Hold on. Come on. Hey, Toasty. The Empress. Okay. Now, excuse me. The Empress. In this card pull, according to the book, this would have to be whatever the question is. This is in reference to the past. This is in reference to the past, right? Once again, just like the prime, you know about math. If you know more, please share it and take what I say and don't even listen. Just totally disregard it because this is not, you know what I mean? I can't tell you anything definitive. Fruitfulness, action, initiative, length of days, length of days. Oh, that one I have to explore some more. The unknown, the clandestine, the hidden, clandestine, difficulty. Okay, my cat's fucking with it, so if it moves, okay. Reversed, which we have here, means light, truth, the unraveling of involved matters. The unraveling of involved matters. That one's really cool. That's a good one. I would love to get that. You're lucky. Ooh. Oh, involve. I mean, think about unraveling matters. Like that's legit. Public rejoicings, huh? Ooh. According to another reading, I'm reading it verbatim. According to another reading, vacillation. Vacillation. They finally got me with a word that I don't know. Vacillation. So if you got any time, Kitty, there's a good one for you to look up. It's your question. Vacillation. According to another reading only though. So maybe not at all. So that's the Empress. The Empress reversed. Okay. I think you're ready for the second card, girl. I think you're ready. Um, thank you for spending the time. I appreciate it. And that follow was great. You just about scared the shit out of me. Oh, damn. Another one. We haven't seen that one yet. That's a seven, right? Three or five, six, seven. Swords. Seven of swords. Let's see what you got. I hope that means something to you. If you know what that means, share it. Share with the class. Share with class. Let's see. Oh, look, I should have seen that. Alternative. They got alternative methods here. Oh, wow. They got whole ways. I'm not looking for that. The swords. Oh, come on. Why is this? This is gonna make it hard for me to find. Let's see. Okay, suit of swords. No, we don't want that. Bear with me. I want to get, like I said, to the actual information. You're free to look it up on your own too. Let's see. This corresponds to the heart in the regular suits. Let's see. Um, let's see the arts and let's see. Oh, okay. So this is just discussing the major arcana. Said the muses to the pentacles, the arts and sciences to the cups, the virtues to the scepters, and the conditions of life to the swords. The conditions of life go to the swords. Let's see. We've got the Knight of Swords. Nope, that's not the one. The 10, the 9. Nope, let's go one more. The 7, reversed. I'll give you the reverse one first. 7 of Swords, reversed. This being the present. Good advice, counsel, instruction, slander, or babbling. So, uh, yeah, what does it say? My phone's busted. Trials, yeah. I don't think legal trials, though. Trials like tribulations trials, right? Yeah. But so definitely that's a keen card. I think that's a positive card. That's another thing that I've learned is right away people want to think reversed means something negative or something dark or ooh, no, it doesn't. Even the hangman and the devil and all that stuff, like I realize, it's scary. So, but that is something that I feel is confident even going through the early text of the spirit of when it was done. So I'll give you real quick divinatory meanings: design, attempt, wish, hope, confidence. That mean quarreling, if it was upright, quarreling, a plan that may fail, annoyance. The design is uncertain even at the beginning, at its import. So even at the beginning, the design is uncertain. Hmm. The significance are widely variants on each other. Okay, so there you go. If it was upright, you'd have a little more to worry about, I think, there. Oh, with the triple dipple, the triple underhand. Oh, baby, the triple. No, just kidding. Okay, it doesn't. We just said it doesn't mean anything. It might mean more, better. Hold on, let me look. Let me look. Relax, relax. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. All right. So the Hermit. Sorry. Some of these cards is I haven't really like I've bonded with the deck, but I haven't not during like times where I'm actually trying to like speak with the deck. Like in this moment has been rare. So this gives me the opportunity to kind of like, okay. Uh Prudence, circumspection. This was if it was upright. Also treason, dissimulation, roguery, corruption. Wow. That one's darker than even some of the others you would think. But reversed, it is reversed. Reversed is concealment, disguise, corruption. No, no, I'm sorry. Concealment, disguise, policy, fear, unreasoned, caution. Unreasoned caution. Unreasoned caution. Unreasoned caution would be caution without reason. So paranoia, no? Or like, right? Like fear, fear and policy. You said something about what was it? You said laws or no? You didn't use the word laws. Uh shit. I was thinking about something. Anyway, yeah. I mean whatever it means to you. So it's interesting either way, right? You know? So there you go. There you go. I mean, I think there's a lot of different ways. Trials, that's right. So trials to me speaks to policy, right? Like policy drives, that would be like court trial. which I know we're not talking about, or maybe you are talking about that. I don't know. But for some reason, Paul, because I'm learning, right? Like the position of the card means something. Then the card being next to this card means something, right? They all play off each other. So even with a three card pool, right? Like we could spend a lot of time with that. So, there you go. Please don't let it be a trial. If you can help it, stay out of any trials. Trust me. No, just kidding. But for real, not if you're gonna go to a courtroom, make sure you're a spectator and not a participant. Another piece of advice. Feisty, how did you find me? Did you come off of the SSS? Shout out to SSS too, by the way. So they're beautiful, beautiful people. I'm gonna do some supporting here later, so if you are, let them know that I'm gonna be on my shit. This is my first just chatting after kind of like upgrading the shit here. Ah, okay. All right. Well, I'm here for you, Kitty. If you want another pull, that's fine. If you'd like to see some cards, you can focus and I'll give you a few minutes, you know. I don't like to rush pulls, so one thing I'm not gonna do is so this one's gonna be a little different, but I'm gonna show you that I have an idea and I think you're gonna like it. This came from a channel on YouTube. I wish I could say her name because I definitely would tell her to check you out or tell you to check her out, and I would tell her to check you out as well. But she said she can't shuffle because she has old hands. So she was using a dice, which I really like. Uh, so that's gonna be something I might institute. So the thing is, in the pool, you institute the randomness of a die, like one of those Dungeons and Dragons die, the cool ones that the nerds have like on their fucking desk or whatever when they're like, you know, what I have and you're trying to play Monopoly but the dice has like fucking 10 sides and they want to show you because it goes up to 12 or whatever. One of those dice. But I don't have that yet and I need to learn some more. Plus, I have late night. Late night is a whole nother vibe. So this is pre-dawn, pre-dark. This is the pre-dark. You could bring your auntie here, and you're not gonna be embarrassed. But I guarantee you, if you see the notification late night, something switches. I switch. It's not an alter, but it is an alter ego. Um, so you know, my wife, she calls me the I'm shuffling while I'm doing this because one thing I don't want you to get is the same cards we got again. Uh yeah, hold on. I think we got a guest. We might have a special guest on this poll. Hold on. We might be able to get a little feedback. Hello? Hey, what's up? You want to come in? You want to take a seat? I'm doing readings. Uh I got we're just vibing. You can get a chair. Me and Miss Kitty. Uh, just one of my friends, one of the people on Twitch. This is a just chatting, so I'm not streaming game. I'm just chatting.
Hi, feisty kitty.
Yeah,
Why?
here you would be better if you put it on here, and you can go ahead. Hey, oh, careful.
I um, I didn't do anything. Hi. That's all I have to say.
Are you sick?
No, my nose has been stuffy though for whatever
Would you
reason.
like to do a quick 3 card pull? They're ready.
Sure.
Yeah, you have
Sure.
perfect timing.
I'll do a quick 3 card one.
Quick 3 card pull. Do you want to go get a chair so you can sit down? Even quick for me is not quick enough where you can stand.
Nah, this stands.
You sure?
Yeah, there's a lot of wires over here.
Yes, I know. I've got a problem with cable. I've got a problem with I've got a problem with cable management. So just when you talk, talk loud if you want to be heard, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, these are pretty much shuffled. Watch your cat because he likes to eat cords, by the way.
Sometimes.
Um, Kitty says hello back. Hey, you're a kitty too. That kitty meets a kitty. Two kitties.
I'm a fish.
Oh, you're a fish now?
God, I'm a fish.
What happened to Moonbeam Kitty Drift?
20 years ago.
Oh, I thought you were Moonbeam Kitty.
Gosh.
Tell me what the real name is. Come on, do it for the card.
No.
Do it for the card.
I'm not doing it for the cards. The cards don't need to know.
Okay, so here we go. 3 card pull. Focus your mind a little bit. Come on, yo. You got to clear your mind. Do you have a question in mind?
Yeah.
This is really quick 3 card pull. You got past, you've got present, you've got future, all relating to the question you have in mind. You don't have to share the question. I don't need to know. You just hold it in your head. That's it. Do you know what tarot represents your horoscope?
Yes.
Excuse me, which one?
Pentacles.
The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. You want to cut?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Here, do it on camera. So Miss Kitty will see.
Do you like my nails? They have cats on them.
Oh, show the other ones. They look kind of busted.
They
Why are they like
because we don't
fucking?
have a top coat. It's not my fault we don't have a top coat.
All right, well, excuse me. Put it on the list. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm drinking a seltzer here. So rude. All right, that's the cut, right? I was gonna do 3 off the top. I did it like that last time, so I'm gonna do 3 off the bottom. We're doing 1. We're doing 2, right? We're doing 3. Okay.
Do I flip them over?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. Okay. So the past. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Wow, we just seen that card. I was trying not to do that. Damn, but that means that's the cards wanted to do that. Shit. That's the swords.
Yeah, that's the
And we just read it.
7.
Kitty might remember what it was. But it won't say, but
Thank you, Miss Kitty, for the compliment on my nail.
let's see.
It's a 7 of swords.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Hold on, real quick. Okay, that's not it. It
It's a 7.
I understand that, but I have to find it in a 100-year-old book. Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords. Hold on, I just found it. Just be patient.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, once again, the Seven Swords. This one's up. This one's though, so it's not reversed. I'm sorry. A man in the act of carrying away 5 swords. Why is that 5? Oh, he's carrying 5 swords.
5 swords and there's 2.
Oh, that's right. Carrying away 5 swords rapidly. The 2 others of the card remain stuck in the ground. A camp is close at hand. Meanings would be design, attempt, wish, hope, confidence, also quarreling, a plan that may fail. Are you good, dog? Leave the cat alone. A plan that may fail, annoyance. But that's towards the past.
Okay.
Towards the past.
Okay,
You got
that?
that? That makes
Okay,
sense to
okay.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ooh.
That's
The
a
4.
cup.
The cups. Yeah, cups. Wow. If that cat bites this cord,
Well, that's not my cat.
we are going to go round and around and around. Okay, hold on. Cups. Cups. That's cards and cups signify. No, you don't have. Do you have brown eyes or blue?
Hazel.
Hazel. Okay, well. Let's see. We got that. We're not worried about that.
Blue eyes?
Hold on, because it goes through every instance of when it says cups, but that's the only way to like effectively kind of
That's
find
funny.
it quickly. I told you to take a seat.
What? I don't care. I'm
Science. So it's the card that has reference of science.
makes sense.
Cosmology. Okay. Hold on. I got to get where it's actually talking about that card.
Take as long as you need, bro. I don't
Well,
care.
I feel under pressure because you're like, bro, like,
What am I doing to make you feel under pressure?
I don't know.
Like, chill. It's
Huh?
okay. I don't care.
All right, that's the page. The
10,
10,
9,
9,
8,
8.
7,
One more.
6,
6.
5,
Well, one more.
4.
4. No. Oh,
Oh, you double clicked it.
did I?
Oh,
Where's 4? Oh, there it is.
that's 5,
Well, where's 4?
4.
Okay, there it is. Okay. A young man is seated under a tree and contemplates 3 cups. Oh, you fucking cat, bro. I told you. He pulls a cord. Okay,
You pulled the cord.
do not. Oh, that thing, he stalks me. Okay, a young man is seated under a tree and contemplates 3 cups.
I can see that.
What?
I can see you couldn't have.
Well, the young man is seated under a tree. What is right? You For the 5th time, a young man is seated under a tree, contemplates 3 cups set on the grass before him. An arm issuing from a cloud offers him another cup. His expression, notwithstanding, is one of discontent with his environment. He is unhappy with his environment.
But it's upside down.
Right. Good. 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 That means it would speak more to novelty, presage, which is a good word for it. Miss Kitty's good at looking up words
What does
or
that mean?
knowing words. Presage. 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 I don't know what that is. Presage. Who knows? New instructions, new relations. New instructions, new relations.
Okay.
Huh? Huh?
What are you
Eh?
What? Like, okay, cool. Guess it makes sense.
What's that one? How many
It's
is
the
there?
4 of
Wands. Yeah.
wands.
Let's see. See if it'll. Because I'm trying to, if you search,
Just
see it won't. Yeah, it's got to do. Well, no, it's gonna give you every 4. You gotta do wands. No, you don't want 24 of them. Do wands. No, wands by itself. Yeah, just do. Yeah, you could. Okay, and you're the 4. That's mentioned the 4. See, you're going too quick.
bro.
Wait. The 4 cards in wands. Okay, keep going. Sorry. Ace of wands, wands. Keep going. Magic wand, 2 wands, wand, another one, king, wand. Jeez, bro. Suit. Okay, yeah. Keep going. Queen, knight, 10. All right, you're looking for 4. Nope. See, it doesn't always stop, so you gotta like. Okay, 2. Yeah. You can go 3. Okay, there we go. 4. All right. So that's upright.
What the?
From the 4 great staves or staffs, planted in the foreground, there is a great garland suspended in between. 2 female figures uplift nose gaze. 2 female figures uplift nose gaze. You gotta look that word up too.
What?
Nose gaze. Oh, those laurels.
Yeah, I know.
The pictures, nose gaze. Oh, those are flowers. At their side is a bridge over a moat leading to an old manorial house, an old house. They are for once almost on the surface. Country life, haven of refuge, a species of domestic harvest home, repose, concord, harmony, prosperity, peace, and the perfected work of these. That's your future. Two girls with the up roses. Hell yeah.
Lesbians.
Yeah.
Let's go, lesbians.
Do it. Go,
You
sister.
call me a lesbian.
I bless upon you the right. Hell yeah. I'm down for that.
Yes.
All right. There you go, Buka. You got it, girl. You got it. Like,
Let's
big
go,
things. That's,
lesbians.
it's still, you had a little trouble in the past. Now you're like going to do some changing and they're
I wish
handing
I
you the
could
cup.
read the comments, but your phone is so busted.
Yeah, I know. Nosegays, flowers to take away bad odor. That's actually
Oh, that is.
really you need to, like what is odor? Like an odor like hangs in the air, and it doesn't come from you. It's like it comes from something else, from a different place where, it's like when you walk in a room and somebody blew it up, duh, you're like, ah, ugh.
Oh, I thought you meant with like a ball.
Well, no, I meant like with their butt. You know what I mean? Like the first thing you're gonna be like, ugh,
Ow.
right? So your nose gaze, oh, gay meaning happy, nose make your nose happy,
Okay.
right? That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. So is it relevant to your question? Is the
Yeah,
question
I think.
you think?
I know the first two made sense. The last one kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to light an incense for me? I need another one.
I was gonna light myself an incense, but
You could
sure.
you could take you could take a pack. I'll light
I would
one.
love
That's all
to.
right. I'll light one. Well, if you could watch on stream too, so you don't have to be down here. I would appreciate the view because you know what I mean? Like you can interact and chat. You know you're the mod, right?
Yeah,
Kitty,
and
this is my mod here. That barely even watches my shit,
and
bro.
also we live in the same house, so I figured I could just come down and say hi to you.
Well, that's not really what mods do they? Like,
Yeah, well, would you rather me be locked in my room the whole time?
I mean,
So you
look
only
at
want to
the
communicate me through a Twitch comment section? Okay, I get it. You hate me. Okay, sure, whatever. You
look
hate
at the glory and the clout that
me. Get a
Reddit
load of
mods
this guy,
get.
kitty. Get a load of this guy. He hates me.
Just think how well respected Reddit mods are.
Get a load of this guy. Well respected. I don't know
You
you.
could very well have that kind of street cred. Just think, you're a moderator.
I've
That
been
could
modded before. I don't know why you're acting like I've never modded before.
that could go on your resume, bro.
No,
Legit.
no, no.
I'm giving you
I do
legit
want you on my
career.
resume. I do want to put that Martin Luther King thing that we were talking about the other day from when I went to your school.
Yeah, you got an
But I don't
award.
know the information
Ah,
about it.
I
He
told
loves
you.
you. He loves you.
I am on stream right now. I don't have room for a freaking
He
pity.
loves you.
I think he's hungry.
No, he loves you.
Well, can you please do something with your animal?
No, he loves you. See, he's even purring.
We're not doing a kitty stream right now.
Why? Her name is Miss Kitty. My kitty
Yes,
kitty. He's
and
a
you
tasty
were a
kitty.
moonbeam kitty, and I'm surrounded by cats
I'm not.
now.
Who are you? Smell it.
Okay, well, you're about to leave, right? You can take your cat with you.
Why do you hate me?
He bites
He
me.
bites me too, but I love him. Why do you hate him?
I don't like things that I love him. I like Toasty. I'm down with
See?
Toasty.
She's two ginger kitties. My cat's kind of ginger.
It's a flame point, I thought you said.
He is. He's
Yeah.
a flame point. Siamese.
Yeah. Well, I don't want him in my lap right now. Is that okay? I thought happiness was about consent
You don't love him. It's okay, baby. I love you.
and the many layers that go around and, like
I love
teach the
you.
cat. Ah,
Oh my
jeez.
God, calm down. It's not
Well,
like
he's
doing
got
anything.
fucking razors on the end of his feet.
Yeah, and look, not even scratching him.
Do you want to give Toasty a quick reading?
I can't hold him like this for the amount
Well,
of
then
time.
take him out of here. It looks like he's gonna scratch me. That's,
Scratch anybody. He doesn't scratch on purpose.
I would believe that if I hadn't got scratched a bunch of million times already.
He doesn't do it on purpose, which means it's your fault if you got scratched.
I didn't say whose fault it was. I just said I don't want to get scratched
Your
right now.
fault.
All right, you're upsetting the vessel here. I'm the vessel, the cup.
Okay,
Because I'm empty. It's the cards that do the work, not me.
that's great.
Do you want to sit for another pull? Because if you are, go get a chair because I can't have you standing over me like 6 o'clock half struck.
Get a chair.
In there, there's those big tall ones. Plus,
It's so much work.
are you gonna make me a peanut butter and jelly?
What the flip? I'm not even making myself a peanut butter and jelly.
Can you make me a peanut butter? There's not even any bread. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we don't have any.
All right, that's all right. Hey, that's the. Wait, it's not like we can't get bread, dog. Don't get out of here.
Last night, she was like, I don't think we have any bread because I wanted to fluff under a sandwich. So I was like, you can use waffles.
You can use waffles. Did you
So
do it?
yeah, she made me a fluff under a
All
sandwich.
right, hook me up with a peanut butter jelly with a waffle
No, I'm not
dye.
even making myself anything.
I just gave you a reading. I'll give you the card, and if the card says you should, then you should.
No, because you're just gonna be like, yeah, it's.
No, I'll let you. I'll let you decide. If it's the card that somehow can be connected to peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or you making it, you have to do it. Do you want to?
I'm not gonna let tarot dictate my next action.
Why?
Well, actually, I am. My next action is to call my school, which is what the tarot was telling us.
All right. Well, that excuses you from sandwich then. If you're gonna go call your school.
Yeah,
directly.
because that's what my question.
All right. Well, then go do that. Then I can't argue with that, and I'll give up. Well, don't you want to see if the cards would want you to make me a sandwich?
Sure, but I might not listen to them.
Do you want to cut? All right. This is for a peanut butter jelly sandwich. If Sean thinks that he's gonna listen. Ooh, reversed.
It's the 5 of Wands.
It's a 5 of
You
Wands.
just have to scroll
Ooh,
up.
man.
Don't type anything in, just scroll. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, there it is right there.
Revert.
Reversed. Litigation, disputes, trickery.
Contradiction.
Yeah, you're trying to make me
fool me into making him a fucking PB.
no, you're trying to make me litigate like a fucking lawyer that I gotta like talk your ass into putting 2 pieces of bread with some fucking corn syrup.
Right anymore. Now I have to heat up the waffles, and now I have to use the knife, and I have to find the jelly.
Contradiction. That's what I hear. You're contradicting a lot.
What are you talking about?
Right there. Contradiction. Yeah.
All statements are correct, true statements that don't contradict with each other.
I think that wins is directly connected to my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I think you, as Kitty, we have to work it out, says Kitty. Oh, because of litigation. Yeah. Come on.
Make you a PB and jelly sandwich after I call my school.
All right, I'm down for that. Good looking out. See there, litigation. Good card.
Only for Miss Kitty. I did that.
Wow, Miss Kitty. Props to Miss Kitty. I'm gonna send you I hope I'm already following. Okay, I have. I've been following since September. Miss Kitty, you're gonna go follow her?
Yeah.
All right. That's gonna get you a follow, Miss Kitty, because you got me a freaking sandwich, yo. And it's gonna be on straight up waffles, which is that's like an upgrade.
Shaking my head.
Thank you, Panawan. I love you so much, bro. I love you. What? I can't. That's awesome.
Because I'm making you a sandwich?
No, because you said you might not listen, but then you ended up listening to them. So you still your free will. It's not like I'm forcing you to make them funny. See?
I like that word.
All right. So make sure you send it. Did you send her and follow? You
I'm
already did
working
it.
on it. I actually don't have to download it on my phone.
All right. Well, go call your school and take care of that. That was the promise. So let's do that. That's more important. Take that with you, but not until you've done.
Until after I know.
Yeah. All right. Take care of business first.
No, it's hard to do that.
All right. Remember, be a leader, not a follower. Do what you know. You're a big kid, bro. You're a big kid.
Because I have to call and I have to ask if I'm even registered, and I'm pretty sure I am. But like, who do I talk
with the registrar's office.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
But I do believe I was already admitted because I got the package thingy and it was like, you're good. But now I don't know what I'm supposed to do for like figuring out housing and stuff. Like,
don't be afraid. Just reach out for help. The best way to fix all these problems are for not to worry about it because it's not your choice. And for 2, communicate. If you do those 2 things, everything's going to work out. I don't need the cards to tell me that. But you do have to communicate. You have to message, you have to call. If it takes a phone call, shake the anxiety and give it a call.
That's the thing too, though. Sometimes
You
randomly
want to
draw
borrow
it?
mine?
You're using it for your
You can
thing.
take it. I don't need it.
Okay.
For this, you can take it. All right, Miss Kitty. I'm gonna pull up chat on a different thing, so I'm just getting off of this thing. Just bring it back when you're done, all right?
I just needed to call phone numbers because for some reason my phone likes to drop calls.
All
But I have
right.
Wi-Fi calling on, so maybe it'll work. I'll come back if my call drops or something.
Don't worry about it, boo. You want to take this one or
No,
what?
if my call drops for some reason, I turned on Wi-Fi calling, so it
All
should be
right.
there for
All
one.
right. Well, come back when you could bring my sandwich and let me know then.
Okay.
All right. Good looking out, yo. Love you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Okay. Let's see. Um, I'm gonna send a text to the wifey, Miss Ivory. Let her know she might have a question for the cards. So that's kind of the thing. Like they could share the question, and when these three card pulls, I don't really think even you know you might see that as valuable, but to me, I the less I need to know, the better. You know what I mean? I'm HIPAA compliant, so I'm a HIPAA compliant mandatory reporter. So, anything said in the confidence of the cards is, for you to decide between you and the cards. And so it's not, I'm merely here as, the bowl. I'm not the cereal. I'm not the Lucky Charms, baby. I'm not the Lucky Charms. I'm not even the milk. I'm just the bowl. Okay? The vessel. All right. We're gonna think of another question. If you want to think of a question in mind, you're free to do so. But we're gonna do another pull. So I'm reading here. I'm gonna gather all these cards. If you want to see anything in particular, Miss Kitty, or you wanna need some time to think of a question or anything, any parameters, my chat runs my channel when I'm on. So you're the boss. This is your time. I'm here regardless. You're choosing to spend your time here. I got mad respect for you, Kitty. I got mad respect for you. So I thank you for that. I know there's many other things you could probably be doing. So I look forward to thank you for the time you. I'm just seeing here. I have managed to get them all kind of like not facing the same way. So, yeah, I think this resource of having the writings of the guy that basically created this deck, in the early, and this guy is actually, really interesting story. He is so connected to the occult, or he did. Like he spent his whole life basically dedicated to, and with these secret societies and in a level that, we just don't see today. It's not like your uncle going down to the freaking VFA, or the Elks Club, the fucking Masons, whatever you think of a Mason today. There was a lot different back in the old days, I would assume, you know. So, I don't know what you find today at a Masonic lodge, but when this guy was going to the Masonic lodge, you know, fucking that Andrew LaVey, that LaVey guy, the Satanic Bible, Anton, he's probably tame compared to what some of the early rituals they were doing back then. So typically I would, maybe I would have uh uh I would use uh a dice to roll. That's probably the only thing that I'm going to change going forward. The background, I'm going to play with the scene a little bit. So I think that's so I think that's you know, what what seems feasible. So here we go. I mixed them up. I'm not gonna cut them. Nothing fancy. I'm gonna be silent for a few minutes, just to feel it out. Okay, you can do as you will. Okay. I'm gonna leave the cards there so you can see nothing under my wrist, nothing under my tattoo. These are my lucky gloves. So, um, yeah, here we are. Um, time. time is something that, you know, um has a I mean it can mean so many things, you know. It's more than just like, oh, I have to be up there and I have to go here, I have to be at my job. I mean, when they talk about space time, right? You know, like think of what space time means as opposed to time, like what time it is or the time, a time, right? Time. So I'm gonna push in time here in this book, and I'm gonna see if Mr. Writer has anything to say about time while I'm going through this here. Just trying to get the right vibe before I do this next pull. I'd like to tone it down. Um, uh, bring it down a little bit. My Sequoia, the person there you seen or you talked to, she's my heart and soul. She's everything, all my family is, so I spent a lot of time worrying about that beautiful human. Um, yeah, no Call of Duty today. Shout out to Miss Ivory. Uh, no, no call. Well, not this stream. This stream I had to kind of get out here, and so this is a a little different afternoon vibe. So no Call of Duty today, Miss Ivory. Um, well, just not right now. I might get on it a little bit, but I felt like I could hear the cards wanted me to do this. I was like, this is what felt right for today, for right now. Um, I want to develop this skill, if you could call it that, which I don't really even liken it to a skill necessarily, or like study. Are you skilled at the Bible, or at a Torah? Are you skilled at reading? Maybe you're skilled at, you get it. So skill is different. It's not like I'm learning how to fucking juggle. I think this is something that transcends that. So I'll give you a little time to think about a question. I'll go ahead and pull here. I'm about to ready to pull. Miss Ivory, you're out there. I hear you. I see you. I feel you. Gotta do what feels right, baby. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. So I'm here. You got, you know, give you a few minutes. Let's give you another minute. I feel like you guys got to clear your mind a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just sit here in silence just for a few moments. You guys like that background? What do you think about that background, Kitty? Is it? I would because I can really do a lot of cool things, right? Like let's see, like watch this. You wanna kind of just see the background. Don't worry, I'm not touching the cards. Relax. No trickery here. It's not the Four of Wands or whatever. Look at that. Isn't that the Aurora Borealis? Look at that. That's not CGI there. I think that's real. That's a real picture. I don't know. Maybe some people say all that shit is fake, Dag. I don't want to start on that. The theory of, yes, it does look great. It's real. It's real, Kitty. I'm not gonna go down that road. Don't worry. If you ever hear me say the globe is flat, Okay, I promised a little silence. Let's watch our beautiful, beautiful marble. Beautiful Earth. There's a reverse view. There's our satellite. Sorry. I love that shot right there. Love that shot. Look at that. Bye, Aurealis. See you later. We'll catch you around in here in about 12 minutes or whatever it takes for this fucking thing to go around the earth. See ya. Bye. I think if I could live in space, I would just want to live right there where the thing was. Like, maybe you could tell time by it or something. But we're not here to explore the Earth or the Borealis or to see the underside of that fucking array that looks like it's been beat to hell. Wow, look at that. Is there another one? Oh yeah, I guess it's the original one, right? That's like North Pole type shit. Huh? What do you think? But I'm gonna move my camera just a little bit. I think we can maybe get a better view of it while we're doing the cards. We'll try this one. All right. So here we go. Back to the game at hand, as it were. Three cards, new question. Yeah, I think you're onto something like that. That's the kind of thinking we need around here, you know? Someone that's willing to ask the hard questions, willing to say, "Hey, what about this?" Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Let's check the book, okay? We'll try to see if we can find a little hole in the boat, as I would say here with the book that I would wonder what somebody that does this professionally, I would wonder what they would say about a person that says, "Well, we're going to do this. I'm going to try to do this intelligently, but I'm going to use the book that came with the set," right? Hmm. So, you know, it depends on what you feel or how you feel. That's the beauty of this. I don't have to tell you how to feel. In fact, I shouldn't. I wouldn't. I couldn't. If somebody did, you should report them to the foundation of TTTA, tarot thinking, and something else that rhymes with T. I was gonna say tacos, but maybe I'm a little hungry. Maybe tacos is the right thing. I should have just went with that. All right, Page of Cups. Let's see what the book says about our Page of Cups. Kitty, you got any? What do you think about cups? You know anything about this stuff? Why don't you let me know a little bit about what you know? Is it the first time you ever seen these tarots? You do it all the time? I mean, I know you can Google this anywhere. You know what I mean? You could. There's probably randomizers. You know what I mean? You like pull up fucking three card Monty. We're doing it the 19th century style shit here. All right, we're breaking it down here. We don't need we're not doing it so much. The only thing about the internet is bringing us together, but we're not here bound by the by the conventions of modernity. No, no, no. Ah, I dropped a card. What? Damn, that must be our second card, everybody. Oh my God, we have somebody that couldn't wait. Here it is, just like I picked it up. Oh, another cup card. Wow, what do we have here, folks? Somebody couldn't wait for me to pull. They jumped out of the deck. I moved my arm. All right, well, I'll save the last one unless another card wants to jump out of the. Go ahead. I'll give you a minute. Come on. Come on. Come on, jump. Uh, Come on, jump. I don't think it's gonna do it now. Okay. Um. Yeah, definitely, Kitty. I much respect. Very, very. Thank you for your service. Thank you for that effort. I know that I feel like people that do this don't do this for themselves. This is not a self-serving kind of activity. It's not like you really, the vessel, like I say, doesn't walk away from the equation. You shouldn't. I know there's like a monetary thing, but that's a whole nother story. Uh, yeah. So that being said, we have the Page of Cups and we have the Two of Cups, which should make it simple to look right here in the book. So let's check it out. So think about cups and think about your question. Think about the topic. Think about what exactly you would care to know about something. Something could be, well, these are day to day. I did know that. They said that the day to day things are the minor arcana, right? So this is your minor arcana. Page of Cups in the first position. Keywords being sensitive, sympathetic, kind, imaginative, poetic, lazy, a daydreamer. Page of Cups is a sensitive youth, a kind, generous soul who is easily hurt, feels others' pain, and is sympathetic to their needs. The page may be naturally lazy at times and prone to daydreaming. He needs plenty of space to play and explore the imaginative realm. Enunciate. He or she may be oversensitive and may not take criticism well. News from a loved one could be indicated. This card may suggest a character who displays these qualities or infer that these characteristics need to be developed within ourselves. No, this is a general question for whoever wants to pick it up. It's not for me. There's no question on this poll. You're free to take with what you will and leave with what you won't. Just keep something in your head. That's all you really got to do. Um, so no, there is no question that I know of, honestly. You get to decide the question. So it's in your mind. I am merely the vessel. That's the vassal of the vessel. Okay. Uh, 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 you get the idea. Uh, so that's your page of cups. Once again, and a three-card pull. That's going to be the past. That's going to be the present in the middle, and then that's going to be the future in the third position once I pull it. That's in relation to whatever circumstance, whether it's a situation or it's a three-card pull. So, yeah. Now the Two of Cups. Let's see what the Two of Cups is going on. And then once again, it's beyond my knowledge. Hopefully, Kitty, if you care to offer, if you want to or don't. The meaning of that makes them more stronger because they're together, you see, and of the same suit. So, meaning the one, then the two, which surprises me after a what I know to be a good shuffle. We have the Two of Cups. All right, hold on. In the middle position, keywords that have, let's say, new relationship, attraction, romance, harmony, satisfaction, conception, emotional fulfillment are all represented by this card. Okay. The Two of Cups heralds the start of a new relationship, romantic attraction, or connection with another person. You have the capacity for satisfaction and fulfillment. It feels as though you have met your match in another person. You see yourself reflected and mirrored back by your partner and find out about new aspects of your character through his or her eyes. Existing relationships are strengthened. The card can indicate a marriage union, conception of a child, or some other creative endeavor. Excuse me. But so as I take a drink of my Waterloo seltzer here, cherry limeade. Shout out to Miss Ivory. Thank you. Oh, and I have a fucking monster. Perfect timing. Again, shout out to Miss Ivory for the monster. Before I pull that third card, I want to check with uh, Ryder boy here, Ryder Waite on these two. I'm probably not gonna get much. Like I say, his. Let me not do that because it's gonna look like I keep trying to go over the. I'll lean with my left hand here. Hold on. Um, that is cups. Hold on, give me a sec. Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay, I think I do probably have brown eyes. I don't know if they have Smith's Ivory. I haven't looked lately. It probably changed since the last time I looked. So I don't really know. Maybe I don't know. People always tell me they're getting browner. They might be full of shit so much. Let me see. Hmm. A fair subject who is indolent, and lethargic, probably meaning insolent, like indolent. I'm gonna have to Google that word. Indolent, 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 and lethargic should be referred to cups. Okay, insolent. I think that might be an older way of writing that word. I don't know. Indolent. Indolent. That's having to do with cups. Okay, hold on. We're not done. Hmm, hold on. Cups does correspond to hearts, huh? In the suits it says here, but not the heart. Two hearts of the modern deck. Science, arts, and sciences are connected to cups. Cosmology, hmm? The cosmos, right? Cosmology. I need to plug my mouse, but I'm running out of arms and legs and fucking cords and everything else. But anyway, we're not here to talk about my problems. Hold on. Keep it rolling, rolling. And if you ever want to see the book I'm using, like I can always throw it up there too. Yeah, indolent, lazy. Huh. Yeah. Hold on. I want to really see where we're at. Oh, that's the page. Okay. A fair, pleasing, somewhat effeminate page of studious and intent aspect. Contemplates a fish rising from a cup to look at him. It is the pictures of the mind taking form. It is the pictures of the mind taking form. A fish rising from a cup to look at him. And I probably would have looked at that card and I'd have looked at every fucking thing, the flowers and his shoes and the way he's standing. And here is this guy, Ryder. I refer to him. I feel like we're on a first name basis. I would have never even thought about the fucking fish. The fuck does that mean? He's gonna offer. He's gonna tell us what it means. Fair young man, one impelled to render service, and with whom the current, or the one asking the question, I love that word, the current. That's an assignment. Use that in a sentence. You're like, what the fuck? Will be connected. Okay, the current will be connected. All right, let me go back. A fair young man, one impelled to render service, and with him whom the current will be connected. A studious youth, message, new. No, that's two words. A studious youth, break, news, comma, message, break, application, reflection, mediation, things directed to business. All about business, baby. All about business. So when you look at the Page of Cups, I think Ryder wants us to focus on the symbolism that involves, you know, the things you can imagine coming true, right? It says it right there. Pictures of the mind taking form. Something as ridiculous as, look what I have, a fish jumping, not even jumping, just looking out of my cup at me, like as a trained thing. Or like, what if you walked in a room and that's what the guy was like, oh, hi, sir, how you doing? And he's looking at his cup and his fucking fish is, not jumping out of the cup, but just like staring at the guy with loving eyes of fish, as loving as fish eyes can be. I think I would take pause and I would say, sir, doth your cup runneth empty? let me let me, your fish looks a little dry. Let me get you and your fish a drink. Do you share the same vessel or do you require your own cup? Let's get both you guys. It looks like maybe a little bit of, oh, you might have lost a little bit of your water there. Why don't you sit and tell me a story and I'll buy a drink for you and your fish. It's worth it to me to know what the fuck is going on. Readings with Unc, right? Readings with Unc. Uh, yeah, right. The guy that swallows a fish, like they would do in old like college movies or like Animal House, like a 1980s fucking like college experience. They're like drinking it. It was a thing, drinking goldfish. Yeah, ridiculous. But anyway, so that's your Page of Cups. Pretty good stuff, huh? Mm. Like I said, it's just a learning experience. I think it's good to keep some kind of like reference point in mind, but nothing that is, meant to be taken too seriously for sure. We're gonna look at what the Two of Cups has in store for us. Um, And then please, Kitty, you have done readings. You've had an opportunity to know what goes good, what goes bad. If I ever hear me say anything or you know what I mean, by all means, please, like, I want to have a space where, like I said, if you're chatting and you're here, you run the stream. This is not once you're here and watching and engaged, so if I say something or do something, try to be funny. You know what I mean? I talk shit. So luckily I'm a shit talker. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you talk shit, you try to make things interesting, but by all means, Kitty, you're here. If you ever hear me say anything you don't like, if there's anything that I take a jest or make a joke, I'm sorry. I'll apologize ahead of time, but I want to be conscious of that. And so we can have fun, but we can do it in a way that is fun for everyone, preferably. So, Kitty, you're the boss. Anybody here is the boss. Miss Ivory, you are definitely the boss. That goes without saying. But so you get the idea. No disrespect, right, Miss Ivory? I love you. But yeah, um, so there you go. Chat runs the stream. Chat runs the stream. Is what they say. Ryder Smith. Do we remember what the book said about the Two of Cups? I don't. A youth and maiden are pledging one another, and above their cups rises the Caduceus of Hermes. The Caduceus of Hermes. So the Caduceus would probably be that whole entire I'm gonna point with something. This whole feature here, serpents and everything included. I'm assuming once again, I'm this is learning, right? This is so I'm assuming it's this emblem here, top to bottom, meaning winged snakes and the like. Between the great wings of which are appears a lion's head. Sorry. I apologize. It is a variant of a sign which is found in a few old examples of this card. Some curious emblematical meanings are attached to it, but they do not concern us in this place. So, some curious emblematic meanings are attached to it, but they don't concern us in this place. The meanings he's saying that it should have, which I think should be the first place you start, the guy that invented the fucking deck, that most cards that I know of, there is another system in the French system or whatever, but love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, concord, which is a good word. I love that word, concord. Another one we got to bring back. Sym- Sympathy, the interrelation of the sexes, and as a suggestion apart from all offices of divination, that desire which is not in nature, but by which nature is sanctified. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. But what does that mean, Kitty? Because that is a big nut to bite right there. Desire which is not in nature, but by which nature is sanctified. Okay. Sanctified meaning what? Like honored, right? Like held up. So desire that is not as if I don't, please correct me. I'm gonna have to go back to that and chew on that nugget. But that's important because he right away he at the top he says, people say, people have all kinds of symbols that they try to attach to it, but that's not really a concern. These are the meanings: love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, concord, sympathy, the interrelation of the sexes, and as a suggestion, only a suggestion, not mandatory, right? Another one's kind of saying, like, I'm just giving this part to you. As a suggestion, apart from all offices of divination, it's like other ways of thinking, right? Other modes of divining the divine. That's what I intend or think or understand. That desire which is not in nature, but by which nature is sanctified. Yeah, yeah. Living, living for the, living for the sake of just being alive, or like loving like nature just for the sake of itself. I don't know. That one's a big one, bro. That one, I love this shit, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, is this you could do this. This is why. This is so butter right here. And I guarantee you, if you go on YouTube or whatever else, or I mean, like all kind of different fucking places, I wonder how many people are gonna try to like wrap your fucking nugget around something like that. You know, that this is what it means. It doesn't matter whatever symbolism, all that other shit, Apollo, wherever that God is. This is what it means. Like, take it here as a suggestion. As a suggestion, right? So anyway, that's the two of cups. Good gravy card. Good gravy. That's a good one. That's the sauce. That's a good saucy card right there. I like that card. Puts a lot. Anything that makes you think, right? Good saucy card. Good saucy card right there. Let's do the third card, which I have right here. I didn't even realize I had pulled it, and it's just sitting there. So as I started thinking of I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back, and I've already I pulled it earlier, but as I looked down, I didn't even recall pulling it. I know I did, like you watched me pull it. So here's your third card. Gonna go up like that. Ooh, reverse justice. That's a good one. I don't know. We'll see what I want to pull up Ryder. Uh, I keep trying to go over the screen. I don't want to do that, but so let's see. Because if I was watching, I wouldn't want me to like conceal the cards too much. I realize like they can't always be in frame, especially the way I have it. But I wouldn't really want too much of, like fuck, can this guy? Why does he keep like, you know, like I want to see chain of custody with those fucking cards, bro. What are you trying to like pull some shit or what? Make it interesting? I don't really think you have to do that, right? Like you don't have to do anything extra to they all hold enough interest that if you got to try to fucking, you know what I mean, then there might be a deficiency in your character if you're trying to like pull shenanigans or like I say, up your sleeve with a rubber hose, hey, up your nose with a rubber hose, as they used to say in the old days. Okay, focus. Justice reversed, baby. Miss Feisty, come on, Feisty one. Let me throw it. Let me throw it to you. What do you go? Come on, like this one. I got to hear from you on this one. I've done a lot. I'll get you there. We'll go halfway, hand in hand. Miss Ivory, if you want to Google, you still there? Let me know. I know you have a busy. You know what I mean? Let me know. Um, I'm not seeing your text right now because it's just like I gotta like my phone's busted. But anyway, long story short, yeah. It's an unequal. You know what? Hold on. I can look at my eyeballs here. It's an unequal relationship in one that feels unfair. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Nice. Justice. That's one of those cards that anytime it's on the table, people are gonna raise their brow, whether they're the querent, whether they're I think that probably, I would assume, I haven't been in 100 different arenas on me, but I would assume even the person that's the vessel wants to kind of like, oh man, like put some ass on this card. This is justice. This is mean. I understand it's like major arcana, but boom, boom, dun, 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 right? Justice signifies equilibrium and its agent. Okay, that's one little blurb. Let's see. Justice preceded here. No, that's something else. Transcendental. No. That's gonna be a word. You guys are gonna cure me on words. No, justice and temperance. Nope. Hold on. Strength, justice. Of course, we know that that's major arcana. Um, Okay, yep. Let's see. We're gonna keep pushing forward. I just want to hear what our boy Ryder, has to say on the card. And actually, I encourage you to, if you just want to like sit and see some cool shit, the the illustrations in this version, the pictorial key to the tarot is pretty awesome. So anyway, uh and it is cool because a lot of the decks actually do kind of stay true to it, oddly enough, as much as we manage to modernize things. Um okay, Justice, upside downers. Justice, as this card follows the traditional symbolism and carries above all its obvious meanings. There is little to say regarding it outside the few considerations collected in the first part to which the reader is referred. Oh, something he said in the first part. We might have missed that. Uh, it will be seen, however, that the figure is seated between pillars, like the high priestess, and on this account, it seems desirable to indicate that the moral principle which deals unto every person according to their works, while of course it is in strict analogy with higher things, differs in its essence from the spiritual justice which is involved in the idea of election. Hmm. That's another one, man. That is another one. Moral principle which deals until every man according to his works. Oh, there it goes. The moral principle which deals unto every man according to his works, while of course it is in strict analogy with higher things, differs in its essence from the spiritual justice. I don't know. I think that's something else. I might have missed the bar with that blurb. That this is all good stuff. I was looking for the actual because it's supposed to be the pictorial representation. So I just want to take the time to see if I can find the actual part in the book dedicated to the card. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Justice. All right. Take a sip of my seltzer here. As this card follows the traditional symbolism and carries above all its obvious meanings, there is little to say regarding it outside the few considerations. Oh, why did I just read that shit? Okay, it featured pillars, analogy, spiritual. Why is it giving me again? What the hell? What the hell? Why does it do that? Or that means I went all the way around or what? All right. Well, Kitty, I'm going to take your judge. I'm not going to ruin too much time. Our boy didn't have it in there close enough, or my search is sucking, but I like yours anyway. So you gave me the justice card, right? Or you say it's an unequal relationship, right? Because it would be reversed. It feels unfair. That sounds exactly right. Exactly. Let's see, just to see what you think of Kitty of the actual in the book. I want to get your opinion if you care to see if would the book be good enough? Like if you were gonna read what this says about the major arcana card, the justice card. Let's see. This doesn't give us the reverse, so they are like, oh yeah, we're not gonna consider that, which seems really kind of lame, but whatever. Yeah, fairness, impartiality, balance, reflection, decision, equality, truth, but reversed, right? Okay. Let's see. like the high priestess and the hierophant. Justice is seated between two pillars, suggesting a religious connection. Justice is one of the universal principles upon which society is built. The figure in the card holds a sword and points it upward, indicating that the justice will be upheld. The sword of justice is famously double edged, however, and a balance must be found between two opposing sides for there to be a fair outcome. It didn't follow the wheel of fortune. Justice reminds us. Oh, yeah, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so there you go. I like yours better. You should have wrote a book. You can write a book. See, Kitty? You must write books because yours sounds better. But I don't know. So there you go. Justice upside down. Baby. Reverse, reverse, reverse. She does look kind of nice right there. Just up, really content. I could think that. Would you call that? Would you call that look on her face content? I'll give you a little glimpse of the book. Right. This is high gloss. Costs like $13. But I've really grown to, really kind of like, um, you know, try to give it my all. If I'm gonna do something, I don't want to do it all like stupidly. So that's it. Yeah, 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 that's true. Yeah. Well, that's a good pull, and I see now that, like I said, I still stand by it that the question, in your mind, you would think like, oh, I gotta ask the right question, or I gotta like ask the question that the cards can tell me this, tell me that, and the question, really thinking about it, like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, I think the question really like, you gotta find it in the meaning. But I really like that fish analogy, bro. Like, yo, that'll really fuck them up. I guarantee you, do some research on that one because I guarantee you they're gonna not. I haven't heard any. Like I said, I haven't watched too many YouTubes because I didn't want to like, you know, cloud my kind of like my vibe. I wanted to learn like my style. So it's not like I really wanted to, because for me, it's more interesting if I figure my own way of doing things within the guidelines of, some semblance of continuity with the person that invented the system, right? But other than that, I just want to be able to speak intelligently and see. So that's where I was looking at the three-card spread. I looked at it 3 or 4 times already, and it's real short. Doesn't even say shit really, other than past, present, and future. And in this medium right here, right now, I feel like it's the best that, because what are you gonna have, a 32 card spread right here? It'll take a fucking the whole hour to look. Shout out for the devil. Look, I just flipped through and ooh, scary. Ooh. No. Um anyway, I was just saying, that doesn't even mean shit. Uh the first two, yeah, sorry. It's not because I can't read, it's because my phone is busted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Did you ever, Kitty? I'll have a question. I'll throw you a question. You can also throw one back too, because I also put AMA on my shit. So, you'll get the honest answer if there is one. If I'm able, if it's within my power. But so if you said you did readings for people, like, can you ever think of a time, and you could just say yes or no. You don't really have to, unless you want to, but is there ever a time where you kind of like started out wanting to do it and then just like regretted it to the fact of like you're fucked, like, damn, bro, like you're trying to get out of it almost because it's like either the person or the cards or the context or something like that. Like, I don't know. Or maybe not, you know what I mean? You might be a fierce kitty. Nobody can tell you what to do, type shit. But I just wonder, what you would kind of do as the vessel, when you kind of have to get through the bowl of cereal. There's nothing you can do. You might not be enjoying it, but what are you gonna do? You gotta like get through the process, right? Or you could just be like, oh, this is over. Yes, you can. Like, oh, I think I'm done here. I feel like I feel like that's gotta, like what the fuck? Yeah, I don't want to be hurt by it. Yeah, I did see that. Give it a new shuffle while we talk. Uh, that was on something I was picking up, little nugget of info that if you get something, it said that if you get something negative or something perceived negative, you just keep doing it until you get the result you want. Like those were like the specific kind of like, until you get the result you want. And that didn't sit well with me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like that's, you don't do that for sure. I think maybe ask the question again, I guess, but not in the hopes of like, oh, you disregard the first result of the cards. Like we can ask the same question, but to say, well, I don't like that result, like I reject it a whole heart, like, you know, uh, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe you have an opinion on that, you know? Or, it's like, because that to me is a way to keep, no matter what you get, like you can kind of just be like, either spin it positive or omit, but, this is not, I guess you'd have to maybe do it more than once, I don't know, but who knows? Either way, we'll get through it. No problem. I'm glad these cards are softening up a bit. Uh, this gives me a chance to work them out, work my knowledge, dig in this book. Once again, Kitty, I can't help but thank you for the follow. Thank you for the time you spend. Feel free to ask anyone that's sitting next to you or around you, or if you want to consider a question. I guess I'm going to try another poll. So, but I definitely appreciate the feedback, keeping the chat alive, keeping the chat going, because there's nothing. I don't really care how many people are in, but it does enlighten, enhearten me, to have the interaction of. Chat runs the stream, bro. Chat, you're the boss. You're the boss. Yeah, I never ignore them. I like that capability to work with them. Yeah, right. I get that, bro. Like that's what I kind of like about the younger generation. Don't get me wrong. I'm young, but I ain't that young. But I like the fact that you're not allowed to make anyone uncomfortable, bro. Like, like learning how to be in an uncomfortable space, like now that's a skill. When I would venture to say that, being in uncomfortable spaces was really kind of like a feature of just being outside. Every space was uncomfortable. uh but so when I feel the protections of the younger people that say no, yeah, you're going to treat me this way, not to me but just to the society. We're here, we're queer, we're a force, a tour de force, anyone, not even then, anybody that's, you get the idea of what I'm saying here. So I'm all about that. And so yeah, definitely justice, baby, justice overall, for all. But we'll see. We'll talk about that maybe in a few more years when we can get a different breeze out of DC than the one we're gonna have. A different storm. Okay. Anyway, on to the cards. On to the next pull. Yeah, I like that. On to the next pull. Yeah, these cards are softening up, which I definitely like. They were a little stiff. I trimmed them down. I might end up bordering them in black. I kind of want to get a black, but I haven't figured out a way to do it so that way I could just hit the edges. But I think I want to edge the edges out black. I trimmed it down, pair of scissors. It pleases me that they're all different. Like every card is its own dimensions, has its own dimensions. Uh, you know, so Yeah, I imagine I'm gonna have this card until I feel proficient, and I don't need so much to go to the reference material, and then I'm going to get a deck, a different deck, a new deck that can have more of a character that I know I can actually make the jump, between this deck and the next one. That it can have some of the images and kind of like there's so many beautiful decks, so the thought to be able to kind of pick an aesthetic that either suits the person you're reading for or like myself. So this is definitely a starter deck, but I'm gonna get to know it. So I'm gonna use it until it's unusable, and then I'm gonna have, I feel like, enough time under my belt to to say that I can spend a little more and get the deck I want, and which I did want. This is a beautiful deck. Don't get me wrong. So I didn't mean to disparage the cards there. Okay, here we go. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay, thought I was gonna lose them. All right, but this deck is shaping up fine. I like the trims. I got a little deck corners right there. The devil's showing us the bottom. Did I not just show the devil in that book too? Oh my goodness. The devil wants to make an appearance. So once again, I just draw your attention. I have the beveled edge. I cut just a tiny bit. Once again, every card is unique. Every card was cut. I purposely cut it, definitely with care, but not so that they're all identical. Um, so so there's that, right? Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Oh, okay. I guess that's our first card. There it is. Put this deck here. How's that? There we go. Yeah, I don't have them off camera so much. How's that? Okay. New pull. I always have to count them. It's like playing fucking dominoes. I can't play dominoes because I'm having to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And people are like, they already know the dominoes I have in my fucking hand, but I'm like, hold on, I'm having to count all the dots. Then they gets a big spread. You got to count all these different dots and do a bunch of addition. Ugh. Even now, it brings me stress. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roman numerals. I know it's a Roman numeral, but the five always throws me off. I don't know why they did it like that. The V, why did they do it like that? I'm a fucking idiot. No, just kidding. Oh man, it's a V. It's so hard to understand. Doesn't even look like a letter or a number. Okay, the we said that was the eight of wands, right? All right. I want to see what your boy says about it. Let's see. Um, that's the eight. Domestic disputes for a married person. Domestic disputes for a married person. There's got to be another explanation somewhere else. Let's see. The four card. No, 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 no. Where are you, baby? Where are you? Oh, come on now. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeet. Here we go. Hmm. All right. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. It's been great. Come back again soon. You're awesome sauce. You are awesome sauce. All right. Thanks for shout out to Kitty. Check out her channel. Check out her stuff. Go to her channel. Send her a follow. Like and subscribe. It's definitely got that juicy content. So oh, what did I now that I'm looking at it, I don't even have it set up right. Hold on. That doesn't even I can't even believe I'm doing it short. Okay, here we go. All right. So there you go. Right? The Eight of Wands. All right. We're not quite done yet. We're still gonna be here. I do want to give some kind of like astrology type thing. I wanna do it just because this is gonna go up on my channel. So definitely come check out the YouTube. Same thing, Flummoxed Cyclops. But anyway, so this is the Eight of Wands. Thank you if you're watching this after today. This is gonna be probably the last pull of the day. So I'm talking to you specifically. You that's watching this video after the fact. Okay. After the fact. So this isn't for anybody who currently watching. It's not for me. This is solely targeted to you, the viewer, that's here with me right now. Okay. You know who you are. Look down at your little tootsies. There you are. Boop yourself on the nose. Take your finger and go boop. You're here. And I'm so glad you are. Um, I I want to let you know that it wasn't easy to post this video, to create this video. Um, with the support of my wife, my family, represents so much. Uh, you know, I'll try to explain further. I'll digress. I don't want to really go into it, but I'm really glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. And I want you to think of a question in your mind. And I want you to focus on something that isn't going to take long. It's already there. It's already there. And this is the Eight of Wands. The card represents motion through the immovable, flight of wands through an open country, but they draw to the term of their course. That which they signify is at hand. It may be even on the threshold. The card represents motion through the immovable. Motion through the immovable. Motion through the immovable. So to move through something that's immovable, you have to be fluid. You have to be tactile. Whatever obstacle you have in front of you is not going to move. It is not going to move, no matter what you do. It is an immovable object. Immovable, says writer Wade Smith in 1902, I guess. I'd have to double check the dates. Pictorial key to the tarot. That's what I'm, here actively getting my feet wet, as it were, with you. Going back to the early interpretation, the first real true that I could find writing of the gentleman there, the person, Waite, that created this deck, which modern tarot, brought it from the ether, repackaged it, stole it from the French, maybe. Motion through the immovable, a flight of wands through an open country. But they draw to the term of their course, that which they signify is at hand, it may be even on the threshold. Divinatory meanings are activity in undertakings, the path of such activity, swiftness as that of an express messenger, great haste, great hope, speed towards an end which promises assured felicity. Speed towards an end which promises assured felicity. That which is on the move, also the arrows of love. The arrows of love. Isn't that nice? It's not reversed, so we don't even have to worry about it. Awesome. Stick with the love angle. Stick with the. Now we have the 10 of swords. Is that 10? I know that. 10 of swords to you, my viewer, the viewer, the one that needs this. Before I came on today, I says, I do got to admit, I stole that from another YouTuber, but because I was just I knew I was going to present this. I was trying to see what other ways, that this is presented, and how those ways intersect, right? Uh, because it's one thing when you're like, okay, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. I have this idea. But I think that, if there's anyone that's already come before you to, blaze some trails, if you disregard, the ones that are already doing, something close to what you want to do, I think respectfully you have to take in their art or their message, or so, I definitely encourage that. Um so that's what I did. And I looked around and I saw how some people read, and I think that, I figured out a way. No, I like living like I noticed, like if you notice on different channels, this is in flux, so this is not the way, but I want to do find a way. Excuse me. But I don't want to find someone else's way. If that makes any sense. I also encourage that. We can we can have similar goals, but we don't have to use the same trail to get there, right? Like, yeah. So, but that being said, my channel is going to be like no other channel that you've ever seen, hopefully. That's why I say readings with Unc. I really like that. So I want you to consider the card in the middle that is reversed. That is the 10 of swords. A card that most people really raise their eye to. Like it's the kind of card people you can get a tattoo of that. And people are like, oh, you know. I guess all cards in their way they speak to certain people, but I feel like this is a card people can like look at it and right away they jump to like certain ideals. So I haven't seen what our boy Ryder says about it. I'm waiting. I'm letting the I'm just gonna step away for 2 minutes and I want you to consider the card in the middle. It is reversed. So it is reversed. Um Give me a second. Talks amongst yourselves. I'm gonna have like a piece of paper right there. I'll say be right back. Oh, I got another scene. That's right. That's all. Shut, shut, shut. Hush, baby, hush. You're all right. You're all right. Hey, Booga, what's going on? I'm doing the last pull. Oh, I totally forgot about the sandwich day. I totally forgot about that. You're awesome. Yo, you didn't even have to do that. I would have totally forgot about it. Wow, what an upstanding, fine young gentleman. That's dope. Thank you. I love you. Panawan, I love you. Hold on. I got to take a little bit of a sustenance break. So, Uncle Panda, the jazz panda, uh, is a little hungry. I didn't know that this was going to be this long of I feel like I have to let the cards dictate, so I didn't know how long I was going to be on. I knew I had a little block of time that I could get away with being on here, and I wanted to come on and do this. So this is going to be direct load, direct, no editing, no nothing. I'm just going to throw it up and we'll worry about, the editing and making it fancy later. So this will be up on YouTube, hopefully, sometime before midnight. So, yeah, we see what cards we have right there. I cannot find a monster. Definitely recommend. I'm not usually a. They're not sponsoring the channel, of course. I recommend. Uh, you know, my history with energy drinks. Ugh, it's a whole nother video. That is a good video. Anyway, all right. So I don't want to rush through this. I did get a peanut butter and jelly. I wanna do that. So I'm gonna turn the mic off real quick. I don't want to eat on camera. I probably shouldn't. You're right. I won't. I'll wait. I'll wait. This is more important. Never mind. We'll worry about peanut butter and jelly later. The caffeine, it's gonna be good. It's right there. Don't worry. Back to the cards. The Ten of Swords. A prostrate, prostrate, prostrate figure, pierced by all the swords belonging to the card. All the swords. That's interesting. I like that angle. I haven't really thought about it like that. Like, to me, I would think of two cards in the deck, right? Two sword cards. So you have a five of swords and the two of swords. That would be like, you know, seven swords or whatever, however many swords. But they say it like that. By that reading, I make it seem like the swords that are available are the swords in the card. So these are all the swords that exist. There are no more swords in there. He's got them all. I don't know what that means if we get another sword card, but anyway. That's funny how they worded it like that. But anyway, a prostrate figure pierced by all the swords belonging to the card. The divinatory meanings are whatever is intimidated by the design. Also, whatever is intimated. See, I read that wrong. Intimated, spelled Intimated. Intimated. I believe made intimate by the design. That's a good. That's somebody's got to tell me what that is. Drop that in the chat if you know what that means. Or, yeah, send a comment. I'm sorry. No, there is no chat. I'm not talking to chat. I'm talking to you. Put in the comments. Whatsoever is intimated by the design, also, semicolon, also pain, affliction, tears, sadness, desolation. It is not especially a card of violent death. It is not a card of violent death. So that's what I meant. Like people go, oh, I'm gonna fucking die. Feisty, what are you doing out there? You're still supposed to be gone. All right, thank you, Miss Feisty. I think it's a good thing I wasn't talking shit. I'm really not trying to pay attention to who's on or who isn't, but unless they're in chat. But yes, shout out to you. Shout out to Feisty Kitty. Please, everyone on YouTube, uh, go to her channel. If you at all subscribe to Twitch, download Twitch so you can follow Feisty Kitty uh, 11, Feisty Kitty 11 YouTubers, YouTube fans. This one's for you, baby. So uh, next time you're on Twitch, check out Feisty Kitty 11. She's definitely got that content. It's gonna keep you laughing. I followed her for a reason. Uh, she's great, good sauce, good, great, good, funny, fun friends. Uh, a great time had by all. So remember that. Twitch, Feisty Kitty 11. Get on that. Get on that today. That's your homework, okay? That's the fee for what we're doing here. The fee of this free reading. All you had to do was like open your browser or your phone, and now all you have to do is find Feisty Kitty 11 on Twitch. Check out her content. And I'll be happy. And so will she. So will other people that know her. Shout out to Feisty Kitty. Have a great day. Make sure you check in with me. And this is going to be on YouTube. So definitely let me know if people stop by your shit because it's an assignment now and they better do it. So shout out to Kitty. But anyway, enough about our friends. Can't ever say too much about our friends. Um, So it's not about death, but it is about pain, affliction, tears, sadness, desolation. But it is reversed. It is reversed. So fear not, intrepid traveler. See there? That's what I'm saying. Don't be like the fool. Hearkened towards the precipice. No, fair traveler. Lift your countenance. Fear not of your next steps. Because I feel the bard one day will sing your praises. And if not, hell will be had by all. That's my best World of Warcraft right there. That's my best NPC. Sign me up for voice lessons. I'll be a fucking voice actor. Next time you got a project, you got a video game project, I'll be your fucking free voice, bro. Yarr, matey. Oh. Anyway, so the Ten of Swords, don't worry, you're not gonna fucking die. It's actually advantage, profit, success, favor. None of these are permanent, though. Power and authority. Power and authority. So there you go. There's no reason to fucking fret, my pet. You can fucking relax. It's not gonna be that bad. At least it's reversed. If it was the other way around, I don't know how I would have spun it. I'm not the one here to give answers. I'm here to merely tell a tale. You, the audience, are the one who makes the story. So make sure you keep your everlasting gobstopper. Little Charlie. Knight of Pentacles. Another often misunderstood pentacles, right? Devils and Satan. Ooh, sketty. What do you think Ryder Smith is going to say? I'm going to go to the book first this time. I'm going to go to the book that came with this free, not free. The book, well, it's not free. You bought the cards, they give you the book, I guess. Well, they charge you for the book. However you want to look at it. The book that came with the cards says one thing. Excuse me. The reference material, the core of anything I'm going to try to like focus on as far as like meaning or symbolism, written by the phenom Rider Waite Smith, presented to us live and in color, in black and white, PDF form for the world to see or for me to read to the world. That's where I'm getting my information. But the book, I'm still interested in what the book says, right? %40 of what I've read does not align with current thinking. You can find 5 different channels that will tell you what the Ten of Swords means. Rarely do they take it this far back. I'm just saying. 19th century. Right away, Smith, Knight of Pentacles. No, they're not going to tell me the reverse. See, that's what pisses me off. They didn't put the reverse in here. So, which really pisses me off. I think that it makes me. I'm not gonna speak, the ill of the cards. It's a nice deck. It's a fine deck. But I would take issue with that aspect there. But anyway, give me all the information and let me figure out what I want to disregard. Yeah, I didn't say you got to give me two fucking books. You just got to put a little bit in there. Anyway, okay, Knight of Pentacles reversed. We're gonna see what Knight of Pentacles would be if it wasn't reversed. Let's see. So this is where I'm getting it right out of the text. Okay, right here where it is written that if it was not reversed, which it is, it would be sensible, considerate, stable, responsible, respectful, practical, nervous. The Knight of Pentacles is a practical, sensible, considerate character with a strong sense of duty and respect for others. Unlike the other knights, the Knight of Pentacles acts with caution, taking care not to rock the boat. Knights are normally very active principals who fight for change of some sort. This knight needs to find a way of balancing these two tendencies, or they will pull in different directions and lead to nervous tension. This card may represent a young man or woman known for these qualities, or may indicate the need to develop them in our own character. Hmm. What do you think? Let's see what Ryder says about it. I know it's his first name, but I feel like I know him already. Okay, let's see. This is the knight. Pentacles 8. Hold on, I'm in the right section. I just gotta find the right card. Uh, Page. We need the knight, baby. We need the knight. No, not the page. We need the knight. Knight. Here we go. Handsome card. It looks just like that. Even in the original printing. It looks just like it. Without the color, though. Hold on. Come on. Where are you, baby? The knight. Hmm. The Knight of Pentacles in a three drop pull. Whatever the challenge or question, situation, past, present, future. Knight of Pentacles reverse, bringing up the future. He rides a slow, enduring, heavy horse, to which his own aspect corresponds. He exhibits his symbol, but does not look therein. He shows his symbol, but he doesn't look at the symbol. Hmm. See what I mean? You don't get anything like that with the reading that you got there. There is so much more if you're talking just purely symbolism. Don't even worry about what it says, what he says the meanings are here in a sec. But think about that. He's just describing what he wants to draw your attention to. Our Knight of Pentacles rides a slow, enduring, heavy horse, to which his own aspect corresponds. He exhibits his symbol, but does not look therein. Meanings are utility, serviceableness, interest, responsibility, rectitude, all on the normal and external plane. That's if it wasn't reversed. That's what if it wasn't, but it is. So back the truck up. Back the truck up. Reverse it. The card means inertia, idleness, repose of that kind, stagnation, plasticity, discouragement, carelessness. Is that all you offer, my friend Ryder? Is that all? That is. Some pretty strong words. There's a lot there. Inertia, idleness, repose of that kind, the idle kind, idle repose, stagnation, plasticity. That's a good word. Where's my kitty? Where's the kitty? The feisty kitty, not my kitty. The kitty. The feisty kitty 11. Just because she was Googling words earlier, or she knows them. I think she knows the meaning of it. But plasticity, I think being placid, plasticity, the act of placid. All right. Boom. There's so next time I'm gonna have a fucking book and a pen and everything. I don't have a pen with me right now, so you know what I mean. But I'm gonna come back with a little more. Well, next time I read that word, I'm gonna know what the fuck it means a little bit better. Discouragement, carelessness, Knight of Pentacles. Um, and as I close this time out, um, I thank you for the time you spent here. All my friends that came by. I hope eventually, to refine every time I do this, to refine a better product. I want to watch something that I would want to watch. I feel like I would have sat here, engaged or maybe not paying attention or maybe kind of paying attention or I would want to bring something into my home that I would want in my home, right? Like I'm not gonna go in your home and act anyway. You have me on your phone, you're watching this, I'm doing it. And much respect, much respect. So thank you once again. Um, I'm gonna bring the stream to a close. I hope to present more long form content. I didn't realize I was off key with that. That's not gonna work next time. I'm gonna have to rework this because I didn't realize so much of the. I was looking at the book instead of maybe like a little fucking candle. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Every YouTube channel they have a fucking candles and incense and shit. I like incense, crystals. I like crystals too, but to me they gotta have meaning. I'm not gonna just go buy crystals of a sort right here for you. I would if it was, a crystal that was appropriate, for what. So there's gonna be some tchotchkes, I'm gonna work it out, but it has to be, but you get the idea anyway. So thank you. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Have a great, great, great afternoon. I'm gonna take this away here so I can't help but look at this beautiful picture in the background. And I want you to take that in and acknowledge. Thank you for the those those savages at NASA that are doing so much for us. Thank you to them for the feed. Thank you for the time once again. Please like and subscribe. Send it to someone you think it's relevant to. Put down in the comments. I plan to reply to everyone for as long as I can until I can't. Okay? So thank you. And for everybody that's been here since day one, you know why I'm here. And for everybody that just stopped by, hope you come back again. So your homework assignment is to call somebody you love, ask them how they're doing, and check in. Check in with somebody you love. And then I'll check in with you next time. Okay?